Good morning to all my friends far and near. I'd like to wish you all a very happy 4th of July. I especially want to thank the SE Tech team who worked tirelessly for hours behind the scenes to make these daily devotion videos possible. 4th of July is a very special day for millions across the Atlantic. Fireworks, barbecue, and great times of celebrations. What comes to your mind when you think of different nations celebrating important days? Or what comes to your mind when before major sporting events, national anthems are sung or played and all the fans are singing those songs with gusto? When you think about nations, we also think about God. This morning I want to take your attention to a Bible verse which sets up the right perspective of nations before God. Isaiah 40:15 it says, "Surely the nations are like a drop in a bucket. They are regarded as dust on a scale." Drop in a bucket? This morning I have a small demonstration for you. I have a football, I have a sponge ball, and I have a cup of water and a bucket. So did God say like the size of a football? No. There you go, Zidane. Did God say the size of a sponge ball? No. So this morning what we're going to try to do is you're going to see what it sounds like for a drop of water in a bucket. Did you hear the sound? Let me try it again. Did you hear the sound? Those sitting in New York, you must have heard something. Or those sitting in Chennai must have heard something. This morning, what's your perspective of God? The nations are like a drop in a bucket. We can't even hear the sound of drop in a bucket, drop of water in a bucket. That's how awesome our God is. This morning, if you have major problems or a tense day, you got to tell your major problems and your tense day. Before you start dancing in front of me, I got to tell you, wait. Hold on. You got to back off because I serve a God who is absolutely awesome. And so you're like, did you just tell me Vegas got downsized? Yes. According to reliable sources, Isaiah chapter 40 verse 15, all the nations, that includes Vegas, are like a drop in a bucket. Dust on a scale. It's going even more down. In verse 15 it says, drop in a bucket, dust on a scale, and it hit a new low. It says, before him all nations are as worthless. And you can say, I'm already liking what you're saying. And you can see how awesome our God is. And this God is at work in the lives of millions across the world. And He is at work in our lives too. Many years ago on the 4th of July, I was helping with the youth camp. And these kids were more into Pearl Jam, Eminem, DMX. They weren't into much Christian music. That year, Michael W. Smith's CD, the worship CD, was released. And by a miracle of God, that whole week these kids were listening to the song Above All. And on 4th of July in the evening, many kids were receiving Jesus Christ into their lives. And as they were receiving Christ, the fireworks were going off. And it was an awesome sight to behold. Yes, God is at work in our lives. Throughout this day, the awesomeness of God will power your day. Godspeed.